Hi guys, welcome back to the Thezavverse. Today's video is gonna be a little different than my other videos. As you can see, the background is also different. In today's video, I just wanna talk, you know, like, I know I talk in all my other videos, but there's like a different energy in this video. So why I started my channel. When I started my channel, my friends would tell me that if I would post consistently, I would gain a lot of subscribers and I would get a lot of views. But I did not start my channel for views and subscribers. I am building this platform and creating these videos for the purpose of creation. To create. I believe that when a soul is not creating, it's almost as if the soul is not really alive, So every soul has to create. And for me, it's like creating these videos, but for different people, it's creating different kind of things. So like I said, I'm not doing this for views or subscribers. I am genuinely putting my content out there. I am taking what I've been through and turning it into something meaningful. And it's okay that not everyone is meant to share their experiences and their story. But I feel like I felt called to share my experiences so that even if it helps one person, it's all that matters to me. Me sharing these advice videos, it's not supposed to be a universal law. Like, I'm not telling you you have to do it. I'm just sharing with you my perspective and what I did that helped me. And if it resonates with you, it resonates with you. You can take notes. Because everyone has a different opinion. Everyone thinks differently. All of our brains are different. Everyone thinks differently. So if you do not resonate with what advice I share or with what I talk about, you don't have to. You have your own opinion. I'm just putting my perspective out there. I'm just putting what I learned from. I'm just putting out there what helped me. So it helps y'all. And it's okay. Not everyone will resonate. Not everyone should resonate. I'm allowed to speak from a lived experience. I'm allowed to say this helped me. So when I feel like I'm called, like very strongly feel like God has called me to do a certain thing, like there is a certain idea that feels like God put in my mind. It's very easy at that time to believe that this idea is possible. You are so certain that it is from God and you're called to do this certain thing. And at the time, you believe you can do it. But as you go on with your daily activities in your day-to-day life, it becomes harder to trust. Because like there are obstacles coming in that you see reality. But at first you were so sure that God was the one who put this idea in your mind, right? But there's this one story in the Bible that helped me get through this is when Jesus called Peter out to walk on the water. And in that moment, Peter says yes to that calling. He says yes and he steps out. He steps out of the boat. He steps out on the water. Imagine, on the water. Like, as a human, like we know that we cannot walk on water. Peter was a human being. He said yes to Jesus' calling and he stepped out on the water because he said yes to Jesus' calling and his eyes were fixed on Jesus. He stepped out and he started to walk on the water and he had his eyes fixed on Jesus. How many times in our life we say yes to God's calling and at the moment we're we're so boosted up and we're like, yes, we're gonna do it. Yes, God has called us to do it. We're gonna do it. And your eyes are fixed on God and the purpose that He's calling you to fulfill. And you step out in faith, you say yes, and you step out to do that thing, to fulfill that purpose. But as you keep going, just like Peter, he noticed the storm around him. And then what happened? He started to sink. As soon as he started to focus on the waves around him, on the storm around him, he started to sink. How many times in our life we've said yes to God's calling, we stepped out in faith to fulfill the purpose God has created us for, God has called us to do. And when we see things not going in our way, we panic. We start panicking. We start focusing on the reality, on the storm, on the waves. That's what it's like in life. When you step out in faith, reality starts to intimidate you. Just like the storm and the waves intimidated Peter and he started to sink. You start having these doubts, people start telling you, be realistic. You start seeing obstacles. You're just consuming all of this negativity around you, and then you start to sink, just like Peter. When Peter starts to sink, immediately Jesus puts his hand out and pulls him out of the water. And Jesus literally told him that, why you focused on the waves, oh you of little faith? You were supposed to keep your eyes fixed on me. You were supposed to keep your eyes fixed on the purpose that I was calling you to fulfill. But you started focus on reality. Like I always say in my videos, train your mind, train your brain. Your brain is a very powerful tool. It's a powerful gift given by God to you. Use it. Train it. No matter what your reality is showing you, you have to realize that your reality is an internal reflection of yourself. Is a reflection of your internal state. Reality only creates itself according to what you think about it and who you are. So for the longest time, I wanted to start my YouTube channel, but I always kept putting it off because I was waiting for that one thing. When I get that one thing, or when that one thing happens, I'm gonna start my YouTube channel. Like a lot of people wait. They wait to be in a certain state. Like for example, my friend was talking to me the other day and she told me that she wanted to start content creation. And I was very happy for her. I was like, yeah, yes. Like I'm the type of friend to hype person up. So I was like, yeah, go for it. Like, you know. And she was like, no, but like not now. And I was like, why not now? What is stopping you right now to start it? So I feel like a lot of people wait to be in a certain place or wait to have a certain thing in life to start something. But don't you realize if you just start now with whatever you have, if you just start now, do you even realize where this can get you in life? Like, just start with whatever you have right now. Start with wherever you are. You don't have to be in a perfect place to start something. You don't have to be in a perfect place to start a business or have certain thing to start anything. You just have to start with whatever you have. And then when you start and as you go on, you will eventually get there. Because when you start with what you have, all the other things that you need automatically, naturally start coming into your life. Because when you are on that path, you have no other option than to keep going on it. Like on a track, on a race track, right? You start the race. You keep going on that track, right? You have no other option. Either you lose the race or you finish the race. You give up and you don't run the race, or either you go till the end of the race. There's no other option. So, yeah, once you're on that path, you are going to keep going unless you give up. But in life, it's never about giving up. You have to keep going. And also, when I say start with what you have, literally just start, just take the first step. Do not see the whole staircase right now, because the whole staircase will intimidate you. Trying to see way ahead is going to scare you. Yes, it is very wise enough to think 2 steps ahead, but don't look at the whole staircase because it is going to intimidate you. Literally just take the first step and the whole path will start revealing itself to you. Just believe and keep going. Like I said, reality is created according to what you think. So, keeping that in mind, obstacles are gonna come in life, but you have to just know that you can conquer anything. You can conquer all those obstacles, and you are gonna reach till the end of the race. So when I was saying that when before starting my YouTube channel, even I felt like I was waiting for that certain thing to start this channel. I kept prolonging it until a life-changing event happened in my life. And when that happened, in the moment, I was like, I wanted to start a YouTube channel, and now this has happened in my life. How am I ever gonna be able to go on there and, talk? And like, how am I ever gonna do that? Like, I'm like literally devastated at this point. I didn't even know how I was gonna go on in life. I was in survival mode. I did not even know how I was gonna survive the next day or even the next hour, because I was so devastated in that point. And in my mind, all I knew that I wanted to start a YouTube channel, and now this life-changing event has happened in my life, and I don't even know how I'm gonna do this ever. And God used this very life-changing event that happened to me and used it to fuel me into creating this. I don't think I would be able to create videos like this if I did not have to go through that. Like, yes, I've had trauma before and I would have talked according to those experiences, but this really completely changed me. About healing, like I always, like, my videos are mostly about healing and having faith to keep going on and to transmute your pain and trauma into power, into art. My videos are mostly about this. But I realized that I could keep saying that I'm not healed yet. I'm healing, I'm healing. And I would be in a constant state of healing. Healing keeps going on throughout your life because every day you're going through different experiences and you are experiencing different emotions and different type of pain. And I'm not saying I'm never gonna experience pain again. I am gonna experience pain again. I am gonna experience hurt again because this is part of life, ups and downs. But I just know that now I know how I will be able to get through it. Now I know how to get through it. Now I know how to regulate my emotions. Stepping out in faith and just putting myself on there. I like being a private person, but I feel like God wanted me to share my experiences so that it may help someone. And even though I like being a very private person, I stepped out of my comfort zone and stepped out in faith, and I'm on here literally doing these videos. Because even if it helps one person, because all that I've been through was not supposed to be bottled up inside me. For the longest time, I had bottled up so many emotions inside of me that I became that darkest version of myself. I became a version of myself that wasn't even me. Like that wasn't even me. Like when I like reflect back, when I reflect back and look at how far I've come, I'm like, dude, like that girl was not me. But it was me. But it was the darkest version of me because I had bottled up so much inside of me, so many emotions, because at that time I was not regulating my emotions and I was building up walls as because I was in survival mode and I had to build up those walls so that no one else can hurt me. I ended up hurting others, and in this video I genuinely want to apologize to all the people that I've hurt. If you're watching this video or if you ever watch this video, I just want you to know how deeply sorry I am, and I have repented and I have changed myself. I really am changed and I'm so proud of myself. I started affirming to myself that I am the most healed version of myself. I am completely healed. And I'm not even kidding. When I started to affirm that and repeat these affirmations saying, I am completely healed, I am the most healed version of myself, that's when the healing really, I really felt like I am healed. Like, genuinely, genuinely, I just, it starts with simply deciding. You can go on saying, I'm healing, I need time to heal, I need time to heal. Yes, time plays a part in it, but till you don't decide, time is gonna keep passing by and you are not gonna heal. You have to simply decide that you are healed. When you affirm that, like it's already happened, I am completely healed, you are the most healed version of yourself then. You're not gonna wait for time to keep passing by and you're like, oh yeah, I need time to heal, I'm healing, I need time. No, time is gonna pass regardless. If you decide that you've healed, time will help you. But if you don't decide that, time is just gonna keep on passing and nothing's gonna change. You're gonna still be that person. You're still gonna be caged up to your traumas and your pain. You're not gonna heal. The I am simply deciding method is the best, literally. Once I simply decided I am completely healed, I'm the most completely healed version of myself, there, boom, boom, it happened. My friends look at me now. There was a point where my friends would look at me and they'd be like, that spark has gone. And they thought that I would never get that spark back after what happened. Here I am, honey. I'm always gonna bounce back. No matter what happens, I know for a fact that I'm always gonna keep coming back. In the moment, I didn't think it was possible, but here I am today. Here I am today. At that point, I swear I did not even know how I was gonna. Here I am today. There were so many times in my life where I literally wanted to unalive myself. And thank God that God literally appeared to me in the most miraculous ways and saved me. So there is not even a chance where I could ever say that I don't believe in God, because I truly, truly believe in God, because God has showed up in my life in miraculous ways. And I really, really, for everything that I've been through, it brought me closer to God. I'm not happy about it happening, but it brought me closer to God. And I'm thankful for the broken places. I remember there was this one song. There was this one song that I would sing. And it went like, every closed door, every single shop torn, every answer that didn't make sense. What if maybe every broken place I've been is a godsend? A godsend. It was a godsend. The lyrics go like, what if every broken place that I've been through was a godsend? And it goes like, godsend. Move mountains that I need your help to move. God send me through the storm if it gets me back to you. God send a light to lead me when I don't know what to do. God send me to my knees just to bring me close to you. Every closed door, every single shut door, every answer that didn't make sense. What if maybe every broken place I've been was a godsend? A godsend. It was a godsend. So, yeah, every broken place that I've been through, a godsend, literally. Because it brought me closer to God, and that's all that matters in the end. That is all that matters. Guys, please just start. Just do what you're called to do. Just step out in faith like Peter, but Don't focus on the storm, don't focus on the 3D. The storm was the 3D obstacles. But keep your eyes set on the purpose that God has called you to do, and keep going, keep going, keep going. And yeah, I'm here, you're there, and thank God that we're alive and we're blessed with this life to live. And it's a beautiful life. It's a beautiful life because uh despite all the pain and everything, it's still beautiful because we got to experience those emotions and we got to learn a lot of things through our experiences. So I'm blessed to have this life. I refuse to let it be ruled by Satan and by his evil works and by the depression and all of those things. Feeling sadness, feeling grief is not negative, but holding on to it and staying in that is negative. And like I always said, the thoughts that come in, all thoughts are gonna come in, all type of feelings you're gonna feel it, but don't hold on to it for long. There's You have to let it go, feel it, and release it. And keep going. I love you all guys so much, and I just hope this video helped someone. And yeah, see you in the next one. Bye bye.